Hello, everyone. Celestial Farm Girl here. Well, hi, Franklin. It looks like we have a guest. That'd be Franklin, my granddaughter's cat. Yes, we love him. You should see him with the puppies. He's so gentle with them. It's beautiful. Okay, so hello, everybody. I love y'all. Welcome to the channel, Celestial Farm Girl. I just want to tell everybody I appreciate you for your likes, shares, subscribes. We're here to do a reading for the beautiful, gorgeous, divine feminines out there, the hard workers, the the glue that holds this world together, right? Can you imagine just a world full of men? Mm-mm. You know, I love you guys. Let's just see what we got going on today. I pulled a card, and guess what? I was shuffling through the deck, and I'm like, oh, I probably should pull a card to talk about today. And when I went to cut the cards and shuffle, this was the one that was on the bottom. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to take it, right? It's the divine feminine. It's the queen. It's, the one who loves herself, who takes care of herself. And that's part of this collective. And, we don't do it for selfish reasons, right? We take good care of ourselves so that we have the energy to go out there and help others learn that, by putting yourself first, taking care of yourself, setting boundaries, working through a structured day with different things to do as you go through your day. And the less interruptions you have, the more stable you can be, right? We choose chores. I have chores I do every day when I wake up, and I have to change that structure all the time. But at this point in time, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing we do is go outside with the puppies. And it's more than just going out to potty and coming into work. It's just the puppies have to go out to play, because if they don't get to play and run off that energy, when I bring them back in here, I don't get to work. It took me a little while to gather up. And so, yeah, we're starting to organize a little differently, and I have to structure more. So, and I am not a structured person. Like I'm like la 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 la, throughout the day. Even though I do have certain things I do, I don't necessarily do them like at a specified time. And if I miss it, I don't stress it, right? But, I keep everything pretty organized. My room's pretty struck right now because I have all these puppies in here, and I have to have door blocks, which is the box, and stuff like that. Well, anyway, enough about me. I hope everybody is doing great. I listen to tarot too. I love tarot. I love to listen to the news that's going through the collective, right? It's like sitting in purgatory and watching and hearing both what's going on with the high vibing ones and what's going on with the low vibing ones. So, yeah, and we're like right there in between worlds, right? Are we going to ascend up and move out of our seats, stand up and rise higher and be born into a new state in our next lifetime? Because, yeah, you will have another lifetime. Everybody thinks, a lot of people say, I don't ever want to come back again. Why not? It's a great place. If you can understand the adventure of it, right? It's nothing personal. You're on an adventure like we read in books and quests and stuff like that. And instead of looking at life like it's, I don't know, how did I used to look at life, and how did I see life? Like my parents were just never changed. They were, and I was that one that's like, no, I don't want to be like this. I want to change. I want to change as I go. I want to, be different. I want to be different every year. When you see me, I want to be thinking different, talking about different things, studying different stuff. And so I guess that's just moving us forward. Anyway, we've got the Queen, and I want to read this to you because it's very important to us. We are queens. We have reached the status. We've taken care of children. We've taken care of men. We've taken care of ourselves. The Queen, the Empress, the Mother Queen, the Sovereign. Like her counterpart, the King, the Queen has a dualistic nature. Either she presides over the realm with grace and eloquence that comes from the heavens to uplift the spirit of others, or she falls into petty, contemptuous moods, casting a shadow across the land. If the king is the ego, the queen is the expression of that ego in the world. Wow. So we mirror and reflect the ego of the masculine that is around us. That is insane. That's not the first time I've heard that either, that we reflect the ego of the masculine. That's why it's so important to have the right masculine, right? Yeah, yeah. Um, so the queen is the expression of the masculine's ego in the world. She is the lotus bloom, the dancer's bow, the moon's radiant reflection. When the queen is seated in her rightful and righteous place, she is patient and forgiving. She waits for the grace of God and Goddess to move through her, striving and grasping for nothing to be the benevolent leader. This is having both your divine feminine and your divine masculine balanced between the two. So that this is the product of that being a queen. It doesn't matter if you get a crown out here in the material world. This is queening it up in the spiritual world. Okay? And once you become queen in the spiritual world, you're sovereign, then it will reflect into the outer world. How? Well, you'll get a lot more respect, and it doesn't come easy, especially when you expect men to respect you. I understand that. I have to, I walk around with my sword on my hip, and I have met a lot of men that don't like my opinion, nor, and they also try to bully me. But I'm not very easily bullied, so to them, I look like a bitch. But to me, I'm fighting for what I want, and they don't even want to listen to me or discuss things with me as if I were um, capable of knowing my own mind. Or they want to tell me what I know. I don't want to be told what I know. They have no idea what I know. And so, being a queen, we have to wait for that one that's coming in, and there is one coming in, right? For those of us who have found the sovereign queen, who are sitting in our seats, not chasing. We don't chase. We wait. Because we wait on the Holy Spirit, God, our Creator, because for the women who are in waiting, and they're worthy of being mated with a good spouse. This is for anybody that's looking for one. God will bring that one in. And the most important thing is to stay busy and keep going and believe in love. Even after all the things that I've been through, I still believe in love. I believe that I have grown. I believe that I have made bad choices in my life. Or, wait, hold on. Maybe I made the choices I needed to make in order to find the growth that I needed to grow. To see new things, to experience the difference between what I like in my life and what I don't like in my life. Such as I don't like chaos. I like everything to be ordered, and I like to know what I'm going to do and why I'm going to do it. I actually think about it, which keeps everything kind of orderly here at the house, right? It works. It works for me. It works for them. It's part of my boundaries. No chaos. I don't like people to play murder games, and I don't like the competition of football and money and them fighting over who's going to win and all that. I don't like all that. I like peace. I guess, what can I say? I'm just not, I have been through so much hell that I'm demanding to create my own heaven right here on earth. And I'm like, will take nothing less, right? Nothing less. So, to embody the queen is to settle into deep trust. So we trust we're going to be okay. We know we're watched over. The Holy Spirit, creator of creations, is here at this time, and we are actually all on a mission, right? We're all here to do a mission. To embody the queen is to settle into deep trust and resolve to decide, I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to do the right thing for the right reasons. And I'm going to think of myself first, what's right. And then I'll work and understand what's right for others. And then in between all that, I'll come to the decision I need in order to continue to move forward by considering everybody, right? At first, it's like you try to talk to them. I do. I'll talk to them and let them know what's on my mind. Hopefully they'll take it in and kind of think about it a little bit so they can be ready when I'm going to come in. And I might do that a couple, 3 times. And if I don't see any change or difference after that, well, then I'm coming in. And when I come in, I'm coming in to win. Okay, and so grasping for nothing to embody the queen is to settle into trust, resolve, and power. The royal queen fears nothing. Nothing. Not even the devil. Not hell coming down or heaven coming up. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Heaven is coming up and hell will recede off this planet. What do I say when I say hell? I'm talking about pedophiles. I'm talking about unworthy husbands, women who fall in love with men that do them wrong. That's just like, and we get commercialized thinking of the Prince Charming theory or fable, whatever they call it, lie. And as young women, we have no idea really what's going on, right? We're still walking through the flowers, tiptoeing through tulips. So we're very naive. And we get played with a lot, right? Our heartstrings and such as that. So she fears nothing because by now she knows who she is and she knows what choices she's going to make that's going to take her life into a future that is going to be full of life and love, the embodiment of one's heaven on earth. Whatever your heaven would look like and what my heaven would look like would be different. And that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I'm just talking about a heaven where the people walk in truth and honor and everybody has what they need. And fathers are real fathers and mothers are real mothers. And when they have a child, to know how sacred that child is. The essence of 2 creatures coming together and creating this thing that comes through a portal in our body and begins to grow this thing alive. It boggles my mind how a lot of people, or I didn't understand the power of bringing life to this earth and how one can begin programming that life from the beginning. I feel bad for my poor kids. I feel like I have made a place where I'm no longer in hell, right? And I had to dig ourselves out of that. Now we're strong. Now we're sovereign. Now we're fearless. Now we move forward into the world to leave a mark, leave a little love, leave a little light, leave a little peace. The queen does not accept the hand of a prince. No, we don't accept those things that come to us that don't even know who they are, right? We don't give up on love, but it's good to wait. I've decided, yes, I've been single for 3 years, and but he was around all the time, so it wasn't really being single, but I was like there was no contact. Anyway, we save ourselves and wait. The universe knows what we need. We don't become impatient. We honor our body. We honor ourselves. We honor our chi, our energy, our spiritual energy. She don't accept the hand of a prince, but claims the throne, sits down and says, I know I got this. I know that good things are coming my way. I know that I'm worthy of what is right, what is good. Knowing the king draws near, she is a magnet for the fully embodied masculine and entertains nothing less. A magnet for the full embodied masculine, the truthful masculine, the masculine that's, honors his word, who does what he says and says what he do. I don't know about you ladies out there, but I have not had good luck in masculines that could control their lust, their urges. They couldn't control their chi, their energy. They couldn't even control it. They couldn't be their father and mother and tell themselves no. Have you ever told yourself no? Oh, I tell myself no all the time, especially coming off addictions. That was when I began to learn to tell myself no. Now, I tell myself no all the time. I get thoughts that come in my head, and I'm like, oh no, no. And if you can tell yourself no, that means you're parenting yourself. Now, some people probably don't have to tell themselves no, but I had come from a place of way risky behaviors that were made to look normal from the time I could remember. And so, as I was correcting myself to become a new and different person, I had to absolutely learn to tell myself no. I hated the word no. I hated it. I even said that for years. I hate that word no. I hate that word no. Well, that was my ego, okay, and everything I ever wanted to do. But somehow I got taught that the word no was a good no, was good. And, learning to use it in a way to protect yourself, okay? Maybe not stop new things from coming in. We don't reject anything new, but we also learn how to say no when that new comes in if it isn't what we're looking for. And many of us, we're looking for that which we could trust, love, be honorable, and honest. And if we don't get it in this life, we'll get it in next. We just honor and respect our dream by living it. We don't give ourselves to no one if they're not worthy of having us. One, Aquarius and Neptune. The dream. Wow, Aquarius is a feminine air sign too. And why do I say that? Well, the star is seen as a feminine. That's seen as feminine. The waves, the energy waves, like the water waves. And then one, of course, is self. Focusing in on yourself and thinking about things that would bring you joy other than, what's not. And, taking really, really, really good care of yourself, loving yourself, and know that those things that you dream of, that you want in your life, will come. And only the best will do, right? Only the best will do. And we're not talking about looks. We're not talking about anything like that. We're talking about somebody that can honor their words, somebody that can honor, has honorable actions, and are worthy of this. And this is the dream. Neptune is the dream, the consciousness, the collective consciousness. This is going through so many, so many, so many. I guess I gotta say, there's been a horrible, well, Jezebel spirit. I really don't like to go there, but yeah, choices and the child. You know, the world is being cleaned up right now. The power of the Holy Spirit, creator of creations, is on this planet. And there will be justice for those of us who have been hurt without regard. It's one thing to hurt somebody and then, feel bad about it. You're like, oh man, I'm really sorry that hurt you. And I've been there. I've hurt somebody before. I've hurt people that I've had to apologize to because I felt bad that I did what I did. A lot of us probably have went through a couple episodes of that before we learn not to. But what I'm saying is, by the time you get to our age and you don't realize that you're hurting people or doing something wrong and you just continue to do the same thing, then people got to stay away, right? When you're dealing with those people. And Divine Feminine, we're not supposed to, okay? We're supposed to have the best of the best in our lives because we are the best of the best. We are the best that God offers. We're going through a transformation right now. We've all been going through it for a couple, 3 months since, the solar eclipse, the lunar eclipse, and all that stuff. It just shot off a big old series of transformation for us all. And we're all developing into something new. And, pick your pleasures, set your boundaries, make sure you're loving yourself, upgrading your energy, right? The energies, keeping it real. Yeah. It keeps you feeling young, makes you feel adventurous, rebellion. I see that, the divine feminines all around the world rebelling, right, against the rule of the distorted masculines. I see it happening. It's quiet, but we are pretty quiet. We don't believe in the bloody war. We're in a mental war. We're in a spiritual war, right? And that's why we engage in practices that strengthen our spirit. It's always been said it would be a spiritual war. It's a spiritual war between divine feminine and divine masculine. I'm almost certain. And, crazy as it sounds, I actually think the divine feminine was the one they called the devil in the beginning. They made her to look like Satan, made her to look bad, like she was a witch. Well, we've been burned at the stakes. We've been set out of every kind of authority figure position over the people, over anyone. It's time for our adventure. That's why we keep our strength and courage. That's why we trust and have faith that the future is going to change. And if we're ladies in waiting, or even crones, some of us say they'll never get with anybody again. and we're off on our own adventure of empowering ourselves and doing our own thing. And that's just fine too. But don't give up, because you never know what could pop into your life, right? Some kind of surprise. Maybe there's an adventurer coming to you. Yeah, somebody, that's been through life and experienced and growed, gained empathy and a consciousness and cared about other people, and stuff like that, or cared about themselves. That's the first thing. If you don't care about yourself, if you don't love yourself, you can't love other people, because you're going to treat other people the same way you treat yourself, right? That's what your journey is all about. How do you treat yourself? How do you treat yourself? It looks like I don't treat myself well. I don't buy new clothes. I don't get a lot of new hats. I only take hats that are given to me. I'm not like I'm not a material kind of person. I like to play with puppies, and I like to play with my flowers. I actually like to walk to my flowers. I know it's boring. It's boring life, but God walked through the garden too, and I can feel that. I understand that walking through this right here, outside makes me feel something that I can't really explain, like alive. It's alive. And this feeling is on the inside, and it comes from the things that I see that are from the natural world. People, too. I love people. I always talk to everybody, all my neighbors that walk up and down the street. I talk to every single one of them. If I'm in the garden out there working, and they always wave at me and stuff like that. I love people, but I like solitude and peace too. Like, I am a real loner, and a dog. Yeah, give me a good dog any day. Give me a few good dogs. If they're little, they can hang out. I had a few big dogs. Their name were big though. Yeah, a good dog, man. Ain't nothing like a good dog. And you can usually trust your dog. It ain't gonna run away. It's there to learn. Dogs learn pretty easy, really. My dogs are already going in and out of the house, going to the potty. They're 7 weeks old today, and I'm pretty proud of them. Yeah, they make a few mistakes, but they're already learning, man. And so, we learn easy. Let's learn. Let's learn. Let's change, let's grow, and let's be rebellious and make our life an adventure by making us the property we own and working on ourselves. Meeting our shadows, going in and finding our owies, I say, but those are shadows. Going in and looking at the parts of yourself you don't like. Look at that back here. That's what he's leaving behind, parts of darkness, that he don't want to deal with anymore. He dealt with them on his walk, right? He thought about all the things he'd been through. He resolved anything that, had happened to him in his lifetime. Come to a conclusion of forgiveness for all, forgiving, and forgetting, not forgetting, forgiving, and moving forward and leaving it behind. We can't go back there. Don't go back. Only move forward. Stay out of the past. It's dead. It's dark. And look forward to the future. Believe that God loves you. Believe that the universe loves you. That's God. The universe is God. It literally works with us on this planet. It has a living mind and wants to work with us. Work in your solar plexus. Work on your chakras. Work do work that you can do, and God will do the work God can do. We have this energetic system right here, and we want to do it. I'm looking to see, oh my gosh, it's 34 minutes, and we're only one card in. But Divine Feminine, the most important card is that we are the queen. We are all inheritors of mother's energy. Every single one of us are mothers. So we have the power within to take the reins of our life and create in our world, and if we wish, in the outer world, as I do, as I talk to other people to let them know a better world, a better world. Yeah, we are fearless. We're like little badgers too, you know. We're very graceful, very loving, very kind, very gentle. But, you know, we can also be the very opposite, just as strong. Just as strong as your love is, that's how deep your shadow goes. That's why it's very important to investigate your shadow, because your darkness is as strong as your light. So it depends. Like I only dip into my darkness if I need protection. You know, like if I need to get mad, I can get mad. That's what I'm saying. That's dark, right? To bring out and be, you know, like you're not going to take me down kind of attitude is kind of dark. You've got to really pull on some power and energy, and you got to face people and let them know, you know, especially bullies. I've run into a lot of bullies. And most of them are men expecting me to listen to what they have to say and accept it, or allow them to do what they want to do, and that's okay. And I can't do that. I'm not a bystander. I'm here to change the world. I'm here to speak out and bring claircognizance to people. I'm here to point things out so people can look at themselves and say, oh, okay. Right? Okay, ladies. I love you guys. We didn't get very far. But look, oh my God. If any of us are waiting for somebody to show up, he's on his own journey. Maybe that's what this means, an adventurer coming in. Ooh, I love me an adventurer, right? Love us an adventurer. So if you guys have an adventurer that wanders into your life and makes you happy, share it with us. Because we need to talk about the good men in the world. There are good men out there, and we need to talk about them more. We need to. So if you find you a good man, you let me know and share that with me and have hope. You know, I gained hope yesterday when I thought about the later years of my father as he changed and went through life, and how he had so much love in his heart, and he wanted a good woman too. And when I remember, like I said, my mom fooled around my dad, and my dad's next girlfriend had children by another man while she was with my dad. So my dad had that problem too. It seems to be a curse maybe that was in our family, and we are curse breakers, right? I saw it my whole life being raised. I saw these people doing all this. And I'm like, I don't understand all this. And it's not a safe place for children either. I'm just wanting you to know, if you're doing that shit, it's not safe. It's not safe for your children. And it's not providing a good future for them. Lust is not the way to go. Love, unconditional love. And sharing your chi with that significant other that you plan on spending a lifetime with. And also remember this, everybody you have sex with, you're going to be having sex with them too. And even on a computer, that visual sex that they have, I don't know, sex text, stuff like that, sharing all that energy, brings them down. They get this ugly vibration, right? It's real ugly people who walk around and they're just like, ready anytime. It's pretty